Hi everyone, Company Hair Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of this new Skrillex album, Soma. Here we have a brand new project from EDM titan Sonny Moore, aka Skrillex, who continues with this record a run that he has been on lately, where he's been dropping noticeably more substantive and interesting projects, presumably just for his own enjoyment and artistic drive now. Because after his initial breakout in the early 2010s, which arguably changed the face of mainstream electronic music forever, I'm sure he could retire from music, or at least releasing music, forever if he wanted to. But not only has Sonny continued to develop as an artist, he's been putting on some legendary live performances, doing unexpected collaborations, and using his platform to shine a light on long underrated pioneers like Fortet. He's also been scaling up his output once again too, like back in 2023 where he dropped those contrasting sister albums, which in my opinion the quality gap between those two projects was pretty great, but at least one of them was good. And then in 2025 he put out that FU Skrillex album, a culmination of sorts, and Sonny really crafting this DJ set as album sort of experience with all these fast-paced transitions, exciting drops, genre switches, and a little remix madness as well. I mean, for sure, Skrillex has consistently dropped bangers across his career, but in my opinion, this was like his best full project listen experience since the Scary Monsters era way back when. Now, as far as this new album goes, I was kind of hoping that he would continue to push the envelope and find new ways to present himself as an artist. I mean, the strange album cover alone had me intrigued, as well as the title, which kind of had me presuming we might be in for something ritualistic or maybe even ambient, abstract, given the face value definition of Soma, but also the way it's been used in popular literature. But if that is in fact the meaning behind this title, it honestly reads more like a self-effacing label than, a sign of new ground being broken. Because after a few records that were at least subverting the expectations of fans just maybe a little bit, Sonny has returned to drop some of the most uninspired, basic, and phoned-in main stage festival slop of his career. I mean, just listening to the quality of the material itself, it is clear that he's not taking this one too seriously or trying to come through with a track list that feels all that cohesive or thoughtful focused. I even wonder if he thought fans would stick around to the end of the album for Diwali, which is an awful studio outtake at best, which, given the title, I wish he would have just put in a more sincere effort on, but the end result is essentially some skibbity toilet music. Meanwhile, the drops on Scut 2 sound like some fast-paced clogged toilet sounds stuttering away into oblivion. I mean, I will say I appreciate the track list on this one is relatively free of sugary formulaic anthems like Noche Without You, which is an overly commercial, dated cornball piece of dance pop and trance that at this point I feel like Sonny could produce with one arm tied behind his back. But even though moments like this are few and far between, that doesn't mean the deeper cuts are that much better. Like, for example, the very dreamy Chini, which is kind of like an interlude that overstays its welcome. La Noche 2 has similar vibes in terms of it feeling like something that is the beginning of an idea, but never quite gets going all the way. A bubblegum bass ballad where only this fragmented abstract intro was mapped out and nothing else. I do think the first two cuts on the album are okay. These booming fusions of tribal trap, rhythm, and some skittering warehouse techno. But this is essentially the kind of thing we have been hearing Sonny pull off for years now. Hardly enough to call for a new chapter or installment of tracks in his career. I mean, maybe some more memorable features on these tracks would have helped seal the deal. Honestly, the most exciting things on this record are the couple of songs where Skrillex is diving a little bit into Brazilian funk. It's more of his own twist on this prevailing style than a full embrace of it, but honestly, these tracks still have a bit of a wow factor to them as a result. So these tracks stand out, as well as the ISOXO collaborations, which make for two of the most fiery and amped tracks on the entire record. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what to do with this one. There are several tracks on it that I like, liked. Wasn't blown away by, not like some of my favorite music of the year or some of the best music Sonny has ever made, just merely liked. And the rest of this record, frankly, I would be happy just to ignore or act like didn't exist. Not only because many of these tracks are painfully boring or tacky or mediocre on some level, but honestly don't really add that much to Sonny's catalog at this point, because broadly there's not really that much value in, I think, him putting out his own bland, watered down spins on all these various current EDM trends. But yeah, I'm feeling a strong 3 to a light 4 on this one. Transition, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video you could check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Skrillex, forever.